Namaskar, good evening. You're watching Breaking Ground and I'm Swati Joshi. The most pressing issue in Karnataka apparently is not the rising prices, not unemployment, nor is it infrastructure collapse. It is the dire need for your MLAs to nap in peace in the assembly itself. Citizens are reeling under the impact of Congress's Khatakat model, which indirectly led to increase in prices of milk, of fuel, of government hospital services, which even made the state's top ministers admit that for more than 3 months, payments for welfare schemes like Gruha Lakshmi were delayed. But the real poor things are the overworked MLAs. Now just imagine the plight of these MLAs, exhausted from managing Karnataka's economic mess, skyrocketing inflation and crumbling governance. They just need some relaxation, some snooze time. In case you're wondering what we are talking about, let's break it down for you here on Breaking Ground. What are we talking about? We are talking about the recliner proposal. Now, what is the recliner proposal? 15 recliners on rent for our MLAs and MLCs just so that they can have a post-lunch nap. They can relax for a bit. One recliner was placed for the legislators last year, July 2024. The speaker has now said, we are going to not just continue this, but 15 more would be taken on rent so that the MLAs can relax. What is the logic? And this is very important. The logic is to boost legislators' attendance. What does that mean in other words? That the speaker wants to ensure that the MLAs do their work, that they stay present in the assembly, and that boosts the attendance. And to lure them in doing that, these are the measures. This is what is being provided to them. 15 recliners. Legislators can take post-lunch nap. That's why the facility of recliners for them. There are several other such measures that have been taken, not just the recliners to ensure that the attendance goes up, that the MLAs do their job, that they are present in the assembly. What are the other measures? Free breakfast for legislators and free lunch as well, so that they can ensure that from breakfast to lunch, free meal is served to the legislators in the assembly and they stay in the assembly. Let's listen into what the speaker said.
ಒಂದು ರಿಕ್ಲೈನ್ ಚೇರ್ ಒಂದು 20 ಆಗಬೇಕಂತಿದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಟಿಫಿನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆವು ಆಯ್ತು, ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಊಟ ಹೋದವ್ರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವರು. ನೀವು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಊಟ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಈಗ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಾನು ಮಲಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ರಿಕ್ಲೈನ್ ಚೇರ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿಗೆಗೆ ತಂದು ಒಂದು 15 ಹಾಕಿ ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹೌದು, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಡ. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು
Can you imagine there is perhaps no trust that the MLAs, once they leave the premises of the Vidhan Soda, will come back, and to ensure that they stay in the assembly, spend time there and work for the people and just do their job. All these facilities are being provided. And if you thought Karnataka needed governance and good policies to tackle inflation and price hikes, think again, because turns out all it needed were good recliners for MLAs. So let's forget debating state issues. Let's debate recliner angles and the ideal nap duration for Karnataka's sleep-deprived lawmakers. Is this what the people of Karnataka want? Let's find out.
The Karnataka government has decided to buy more recliners for politicians in the upcoming assembly session. What's your take on that?
Well, today we're hearing of recliners. We don't know what else they're buying, the most fanciest watches and BMW cars. We don't know. But really, how does our opinion matter? Because all that matters are them. So, I don't know. They just get the pleasures in life that normal people like us don't.
I don't really understand why the government is spending unnecessarily the money, public money, into something to whom actually working for the people, rather than putting their effort to improve the life quality of the people. They are just spending themselves to go into a luxury mode and spending unnecessarily. So I would say that this is a waste of public money.
See, when you come to like a corporate lifestyle, it's very difficult to see all these decisions come into place, because see, a corporate guy works roughly around like 10 hours a day compared to I'm not giving a direct comparison here, but when you look at it, a corporate guy would definitely deserve a recliner, but at the same time we can't like ask for it. It's not a right way to do it as well. So I don't think I'm gonna like positively say good things about this particular decision, but yeah, it's something that we'll need to strongly strike against.
And that's not all. On the other hand, you have the state's deputy chief minister instructing his ministers not to work for the government but to focus on the party and strengthen the party. This is what DK Shivakumar said. Addressing a press conference at the party office in Bengaluru, the deputy CM openly asked his ministers to drop all the government engagements between February 23rd and March 1st and focus only on bolstering the party from the grassroots. He also cited the instructions of Rahul Gandhi and party chief Mallikarjun Kharge. What were the instructions? Listen in.
I am requesting all the ministers compulsorily they should leave all the party government duty. I will also visit only the workers meeting. It is not the government meeting. I am not worried about the district government officials meeting. It is only the purely workers meeting. Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge and Mr. Rahul Gandhi decided on Belgaum that this month, this year, is a year of organization.
So on one hand, you have recliners being rented so that the MLAs can take a post-lunch nap. And on the other hand, you're the Deputy Chief Minister saying for some time, for a particular duration, drop the government work and focus on the party, because the instructions that we have from the top is that we have to focus on strengthening the party. Is party and relaxation of the MLAs more important than people's issues? Are people not a priority? Are their issues not a priority? What's surprising here, it's not just about the recliners or demands that come in of a particular type of cars that the MLAs want. And you've heard this not just in Karnataka, but time and again from multiple states where such facilities are continuously provided to the MLAs. It's about the intention to work for the people who have voted for them. And the fact that schemes like free meal, free breakfast, free lunch for the legislators and recliners, all of these things have to be done to ensure that there's attendance, in fact, puts a big question mark on whether the MLAs genuinely want to work for the people or not. Because the speaker also on record, you heard the speaker saying that they want to ensure that there's attendance. They're not sure if once the MLAs go out of the premises of the Vidhan Soda, will they come back? And to make sure that they're present in the assembly, first, free breakfast and lunch, and now recliners. Let's in fact open this up and go across to our guests. We're joined by Mohan Vishwa, BJP spokesperson. We also have Prashanti Subhash, JDS spokesperson. Thank you for joining us. Kaliku Rahman joins us on the broadcast, and we have Congress leader Dr. Nikul Patel as well. Good evening to all of you. Dr. Nikul Patel, isn't this bizarre? Does this not make you want to question the intention when you hear such things that, you know, you want to ensure that the MLAs do come back? That once they leave the premises, they are back, and that's why you need these recliners so that they can get a post-lunch nap.
See, whenever you are talking of a government is formed by the elected representative of a particular constituency, and they travel from their local constituency to the place where the legislative assembly is. All the political party, if you see, there are perks and benefits given to all the members of legislative assembly. Even if you see, Vidhan Sabha will be having food, tea, coffee and everything. Even cars and petrol, all allowances are being made on public money. It's or whether it is BJP or whether it is...
Absolutely. And that's why I mentioned across states, across party lines. That's why I said across states and across party lines. And that makes one question the intention to work. Do you know that a common man, and several of them, in fact, on a daily basis, perhaps travel from Mumbai to Pune or Mumbai to Surat? Are they provided such facilities? Their companies want them to keep working, so they are giving them such five-star luxury facilities. Is that happening anywhere in private sector jobs?
In a private sector job, you have
or otherwise?
In private sector job, you have raised a very good question, because they ask the people to stay in the headquarters, but due to their family constraint, they used to stay at other location, and then they used up and down. That is their own personal thing. So they are doing
that is their own personal problem, where they have to go through commute issues, where they have to deal with bad infrastructure as well, while the netas want one recliner for a post-lunch nap. Mohan Vishwa, and this goes for everybody, isn't it? Because I'm sure the recliners are not just for the Congress MLAs. When the speaker says he wants to ensure attendance, I'm sure is talking about all the MLAs. What do you think about this decision?
Swati, if you see the drama, whatever is happening from past 2 years in Karnataka, entire government is sleeping. Entire Congress is sleeping, including Siddaramaiah himself is sleeping. Come on, they are in the nap already from past 2 years. There's nothing new sleeping inside Vidhan Soda. They're sleeping. They have not done any work from past 2 years. This is ridiculous. They shouldn't have done it. See, if you see the state of affairs of Karnataka, what has happened from past 2 years? They've hiked everything. They've hiked Nandini milk prices, petrol rate, diesel, liquor, the registration charges. Everywhere they've hiked the price. At the same time, the debt of Karnataka has increased by 1,92,000 crores. Let me tell you, this is an additional debt which has been increased from past 2 years, and they're planning to have another 1,05,000 crores debt in the next year's budget, which is coming in next 2 to 3 days. Come on, within 3 years they want to add 3 lakh plus crores of debt, but they're enjoying the people's money, through the tax collections.
Every rupee matters. Every rupee matters when there is debt or when there are guarantee schemes that have to be fulfilled, and especially the responsibility that people have put on you. Why should people vote for such MLAs?
Absolutely, Swati, and good afternoon actually to all my co-panelists, to you and all the viewers. Let me tell you that because this is not a good precedent to set in. First of all, for the reason is, see, because all these MLAs, in fact, they get the, quite a some salary, and then they get the perks, incentives and all everything. So I think we should not, whether it's, happening in Karnataka or any other state. What I would like to say that, because see, even in the parliament, we have a canteen actually, where everything is available at a subsidized price. So at least, because, they should not be, given the free meals, the free snacks and all these things. Now, coming to the recliner, I think what I feel that the speaker would have received some kind of a request from the senior members. So I think if it is provided to the senior members, because as far the Bangalore is concerned, because I was in Bangalore yesterday, in fact, because I know there is a, the traffic problem there. Once you go out, then it takes, hours for you to reach back.
So Mr. Khaliqur, does it not go for the Aam Aadmi also, who's struggling on a daily basis with that very traffic and potholes on the road, bad infrastructure?
Absolutely. So that's the reason I think those are the issues that needs to be addressed first. Exactly.
You say absolutely, you agree with me. You agree with me, you say absolutely, but then you also give a justification that perhaps the senior legislators asked for it and maybe that's the reason why this is being done. But Prasanti Subhash, my question is, will the opposition say no? Do not provide such facilities, or even if you provide, we will not use this, because ultimately we have some responsibility, some accountability. This is people's money.
No, what do we think that the MLAs are the most privileged people in the society? So if in that case, why they have come to serve the people? In that case, let them take, now why are you limiting only for the recliners? If you want to refresh yourself, to have a nap, also have a movie hall in the Legislative Assembly. You have a movie theater, have your own fun, entertainment, everything. That's why you are come here to serve. This is how you are serving the people of Karnataka, right? So this is what we are really annoyed, and this looks very ridiculous. I feel ashamed that the people who got elected by the people of Karnataka, and now they are asking for the entertainment. This is all entertainment, the luxurious thing going on. You have come here to serve the people of Karnataka.
Right.
And why have you voted? And just imagine the taxpayers, what they would be thinking.
It boils down to that. Ultimately, it boils down to that, because this is over and above the facilities that the MLAs enjoy, Dr. Patel. And on top of everything, you have the Deputy Chief Minister telling the party ministers and cadre, on a specific day and a specific duration, we have instructions that we need to work on party and not other work, which is government work. So drop that, focus on party. We need to strengthen the party.
No, I would like to answer in the way that Vidhan Sabha is not working 365 days. It is working for a particular duration, and the Vidhan Sabha Satra is called for a particular activity, and during those days all MLAs are supposed to be into Vidhan Sabha. Apart from that, when it is other days, definitely every MLA has to work in his own area, and apart from his area, he has to also strengthen.
So let me then ask you, if it does not function for 365 days, is it such a big deal? Is it such a big deal for the MLAs to ensure attendance? Because, ultimately you have been voted for that, so that you go to the assembly and you address people's issues. Lawmakers. You are lawmakers now. You're not just any neta, you have people's mandate. And that's why you've been asked to go to the assembly and represent them and their issues. So if it is not working for 365 days, can't you ensure attendance on those limited days?
You must know that 365 days assembly is not working.
I know that. And that's why I'm saying if it is not working for 365 days, is it really such a big deal that you need such recliners and free breakfast and free lunch to ensure there's attendance? Is there no moral responsibility?
You are changing the question. Your question was that whether the MLA has to work for a party work or not, or a government work or not. I'm answering to that question. You don't move from pillar to post.
I am not moving from pillar to post. These are two issues. These are two issues that are being debated, and I am going to ask questions on both those issues. On both those issues. Mohan Vishwa, the instruction that has come in from the top for the Congress is that for now, for some limited period, focus on strengthening the party.
See, Swati, this is what is happening in Congress, not only in Karnataka, any state you take for that matter, they're always busy in the elections. As I told you, the entire government machinery is sleeping from past 2 years. They've not done anything apart from doing elections. Come on, recently we had 3 by-elections in Karnataka. What did they do for entire 1.5 months? Entire Congress ministers, entire Congress MLAs, MLCs, and all party cadre officers, they were sitting in all those 3 constituencies. Come on, a minister has been made an in charge of a particular ward which is having hardly some 2,000 votes. They're not even working. So recently they concluded a by-election. They're not doing anything. And also regarding the recliners, to coming back to that, these people have not paid the Gro-Lakshmi amount of money which was supposed to go to the woman from past 3 to 4 months.
Okay, so there has been an admission that there's a delay of more than 3 months. So if you don't have money for that, even if it is a very small amount, where are you getting this money to even rent the recliners? And Khalikur Rahman, it's not about money. For people, you know, for people, if you talk about from their point of view, of course, this is important. This is taxpayers' money. But it's more about the intention. Now you have been given the mandate. So you cannot keep on saying, you know, this is happening in the BJP also, in the TMC also, in the JDS also, or whichever XYZ political party you want to talk about. Now the mandate is with you. Why don't you change things?
Absolutely. There should not be any kind of excuses, actually. And at the same time, the main focus should be on the work. And the main purpose of convening the assembly session is to raise the issues of the people, to address the issues of the people, and to even see what the government is doing, how the government is
So then would you admit that this is a total waste of the taxpayers' money?
See, I think, recliners would hardly cost anything, but there are other things which, needs to be addressed.
No, that's why I said, even if the amount is 1 rupee, it is the taxpayers' money, it's important. And here the intention is more important. Did you hear what the speaker said, Khalikur Rahman?
Yes,
all of this is being done to ensure there's attendance.
No, that's the reason, because there has to be the commitment, self-commitment from every member. Because when the member walks in, because it's a temple of democracy.
All right. I'm being told that the Home Minister is speaking at the Global Investor Summit. We're cutting live to it.
4 रुपए के MOU को जमीन पर उतारा है। यहाँ आने से पहले मैंने मुख्यमंत्री जी और मुख्य सचिव जी से बात करी। आगे की कार्य योजना के लिए थोड़ा जानकारी भी लिया और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है जिस प्रकार की कार्य योजना मध्य प्रदेश सरकार ने बनाई है, ये 30,77,000 करोड़ के MOU, इसमें से महत्तम MOU जमीन पर उतरेंगे। इतना ही नहीं, एक बड़ी इंडस्ट्री के साथ एंसिलरी इंडस्ट्रीज जो कई सारी आती हैं, जो इस MOU में समाहित नहीं है, उसको भी अच्छे तरीके से मध्य प्रदेश में स्थापित करने का काम मध्य प्रदेश प्रशासन करेगा, इसका मुझे विश्वास है। मित्रों, ये 2 दिन के कार्यक्रम में 200 से अधिक कंपनियां, भारतीय कंपनियां, 200 से अधिक वैश्विक CEO, 20 से अधिक यूनिकॉर्न संस्थापक और 50 से अधिक देशों के प्रतिनिधि मध्य प्रदेश में इन्वेस्टमेंट करने के लिए यहाँ के माहौल को देखने के लिए आए हैं। और ये बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट मध्य प्रदेश के लिए है। इस बार मध्य प्रदेश ने एक नया प्रयोग भी किया। ये प्रयोग आने वाले दिनों में बहुत सारे राज्यों को भी दिशा दिखाने वाला है कि हर क्षेत्र का एक अलग इन्वेस्टमेंट समिट 2 दिन का कर पूरे मध्य प्रदेश का एक प्रकार से समविकास करने का प्रयास किया गया है और मध्य प्रदेश के अंदर उद्योगजगत बढ़ाने का काम इस प्रयोग ने किया है, ऐसा मैं मानता हूं। ये 2 दिवसीय समिट के अंदर मध्य प्रदेश ने अपने इंडस्ट्रियल पोटेंशियल, सेक्टोरल पोटेंशियल और विकास के लिए ग्लोबल पोटेंशियल को भी एक्सप्लोर करने के सारे रास्ते एक्सप्लोर कर ये बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट किया है। यहाँ कई सत्र हुए, विषयगत सत्र भी हुए, विभागीय शिखर सम्मेलन भी हुए और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मंच के डिस्कशन भी हुए और ये सभी ने मध्य प्रदेश के विकास को नया आयाम देने का काम किया है। मित्रों, हम सभी जानते हैं कि मध्य प्रदेश हमारी देश की भव्य सांस्कृतिक विरासत से लैस राज्य है और मोदी जी ने जो सूत्र दिया है, विकास भी विरासत भी, वो सूत्र को मध्य प्रदेश चरितार्थ करने के लिए ढेर सारे प्रयास कर रहा है। इसका मुझे बहुत आनंद है। मित्रों, पूरे देश के परिदृश्य की बात करें तो 2047 तक मोदी जी ने देश के युवाओं के सामने, देश के 130 करोड़ की जनता के सामने एक पूर्ण विकसित राष्ट्र भारत को बनाने का संकल्प रखा है और 2027 तक दुनिया की तीसरी बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बनने का संकल्प भी रखा है। मध्य प्रदेश